Peeps, and I want to start off this video by saying hello to all the new subscribers. I've noticed that I've gotten quite a few subscribers, and that is because of a video I posted. Shoot, it was actually, I want to say in the end of the winter, I had posted a video, the plus size shopping for 2019 actual locations in Korea video, and that video has gotten so many hits, and it's gotten a lot of reviews from people reaching out to say thank you, and I really appreciate all the love and the comments I've gotten for that video, because it makes me feel good to know that it was so helpful. I got so many messages, and I'm still continuing to get messages from people saying, oh man, thank you for doing this. And a lot of people, or primarily women, coming to Korea who were saying they didn't think that they had any options. Some people were teaching, some people were just coming to visit and wanted to take part in the shopping. So I'm just glad that that video was able to kind of reassure some people who were coming over here to visit that we do have options. So thank you for all the love. And what's up, peeps? All the new peeps joining the Nomad Peeps fam. It's awesome. This video is going to be a quick one focusing on body confidence and primarily how I've dealt with my own personal body confidence since I've been living here in Korea. I just returned from going back home to the States to visit some family and friends after being away from a year. So, you know, I had to do some shopping. It's just like, it made me realize how much options that we have back in the US and like other places outside of Asia, the options that we have for people who wear plus size fashion, full size fashion, full figure fashion, extended sizes, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of the things you see me wearing in this video were not purchased here in Korea. They are not Korean products. Matter of fact, this shirt that I'm wearing right now is from H&M. So now, as much as I like going out and trying to find options and shopping here in Korea, the reality is there's still a long way to go here as far as the plus size market. And funny thing is, just from me doing that video, the plus size shopping in Korea video, the reaction I got from that, and just being here in Korea and looking around, there is a market for plus size fashion that still has yet to be filled, and for not just for foreigners, but for Korean women as well. There's stores I mentioned before, like Romy Story, where they have rolled out more extended sizes, but it's still kind of hit and miss. Unfortunately, that means that when I go home, I'm still having to purchase and bring things back with me or purchase things online. So, you know, I have high hopes in the future that will slowly start to change, but it is what it is. So right now I have to bring some really cute, you know, fashionable things back with me. That brings me to talking about body confidence, and I always imagined this channel being, you know, more geared towards travel and living abroad, not necessarily fashion. Leave a comment down below though if you would like to see more hauls or more fashion things, because like I said, this channel is I view it more as a community, as a space as well, not just like my own personal channel. But I feel that when it comes to body confidence here in Korea, it can take kind of a beating, even if you're someone who is, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be someone who's plus size, even someone who's more along the lines of being straight size, you deal with certain things when they come here to Korea, because it's such a rigid standard of beauty here. So everybody catches hell. It doesn't matter if you're, like I said, it doesn't matter if you're straight size, if you're plus size. For me, when I came here, I would say that my body confidence level was all right. I've slowly over the years have done some personal I don't know if I want to call it some personal, some soul searching and coming to terms with, this is my body, this is the way it is, this is the way it looks, this is the skin that I'm in, and regardless of what size I am, I need to learn to love myself. So I feel like from my childhood, dealing with my low self-esteem, into my high school years, college, and then finally being abroad traveling, I've slowly grown away from viewing my body as something to be hidden or to be ashamed of. I feel like I've gotten away from that. Don't get me wrong, I still have my days where I'm just kind of feeling like, ooh, I don't really like, you know, you walk past the mirror and it's like, yikes. I still have those days, but overall, because I started taking more interest in how I looked and trying to find clothes that really suited my body type and made me feel good, that changed a lot and actually gave me much of a boost, which is why it can be tough coming to Korea when you have limited options, because when you're wearing things and you feel good about yourself, then you know that energy, you carry that energy with you when you walk outside and walk out the door. But because the options are limited here, and then on top of that, like I said, such a rigid standard of beauty, you can't help but feel self-conscious. So for example, a little like one-piece romper that I would have worn when I was living back in Melbourne during the summertime, I wouldn't have thought twice. And wearing that here, there's still certain things I just would not wear, because not even necessarily because of my size, it's just because here certain things like revealing shoulders, revealing cleavage, it's considered very sexy, it's considered too much, like you might have people looking at you, staring at you. But side note, like coochie cutters, okay, that seems to be okay here. But it's okay if you're like, you know, built like this, like most Korean women. But if you have like a whole bunch of thigh meat, ass meat, then it's going to be, you know, people are going to be like chink 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 chink. So I kind of feel like if you want to move abroad and you have to come somewhere where you need to develop your body confidence, or you want to work on just, you know, saying fuck it, I'm stepping out here and just, you know, forget what anybody says, like Korea would be ground zero. When I say ground zero, I mean this is the place to really just kind of like, hey, I need to grow a thick skin like yesterday, come to Korea. That's what I would say. It's one of those things, how do I view it? I kind of view it as, once I got over here, I mean, first of all, you see this hair, you see all this fabulous hair, right? You see all of this like melanin, all of this skin. So, I mean, it was like one of those things, well, damn, they're already going to be looking at me from the get-go. So that's why for me, it was a lot, I guess, knowing that, it made it easier for me to, you know, step out, wear a head wrap. Doesn't faze me. I've worn head wraps to school, wearing my piercing, my septum piercing when I'm not teaching, wearing like, you know, large earrings. These are things that are outside of the Korean sense of style, sense of fashion. But I mean, you're a foreigner here, like you might as well just kind of like step in your glory and just like go with it, because either way you're going to get stared at. For all of my big women, plus size women, fat, voluptuous, thick, whatever you want to call it, whatever you identify with, if you're like big, whatever, you are going to sometimes maybe deal with comments from people. You're going to get looks, and again, it depends on, you know, again, there's the palatable, very popular style of curvy fat, which is like, you know, small waist, kind of somewhat flat tummy, and then, you know, big ass, big boobs. There's those sizes, and then there's also the people who have fupas and rolls and back fat. They experience chub rub, you know, things like that, people that have thick ankles. There's all different types of sizes, body sizes and shapes, even when it comes to plus size women. So when you come over here, it's something that you will have to figure out how you're going to deal with it. And the way that I would say deal with it is just be like, have an attitude of like, hey, it is what it is. This is me. They can take it or leave it. And if they can't take it, it doesn't matter, because they're not living in your body. They're not living your life. Someone staring at you, or someone visibly staring at your stomach, it's not going to be the end of the world. Yeah, it might feel uncomfortable, but I just kind of feel like it doesn't define who you are. Your body size, what you look like, it doesn't define who you are as a person. So that's the one thing I would say to keep in mind. I know some days it's not easy to always kind of have that type of positive mindset, but that, for me, that's kind of how I guess go about it as far as being over here. The other thing I would recommend for anyone coming over here who's worried about how to deal with their body confidence, or just body confidence in general, I would say go to a jjimjilbang, go to a Korean public spa. And the reason I say that is because if you've never had that experience of being naked in public around, well, not in public, but within the confines of the spa around other women, it's actually pretty liberating. And again, like, there's all jjimjilbangs are not built the same. If you live somewhere that's in a rural podunk in East Jablip, that's my mom's word, East Jablip, somewhere that's kind of like, I don't know, in the middle of Korea, where there's like no one around, you're like the only person, a foreigner for miles around, maybe ease into it, or maybe don't have that experience there. Wait till you get to a city like Seoul or something. That's what I would recommend. But I haven't had an opportunity to go to a jjimjilbang a lot since I've been here. I have been one time, and it was actually great. Like, it was late, granted it was late at night, but just kind of like walking around, everything, boobs sagging, hanging, it was like kind of nice. Like, I didn't feel uncomfortable. And again, this was in Seoul, so the place that I went to is frequented by many foreigners, so that probably also had something to do with it. But I actually felt very comfortable, and for me that was kind of a turning point when I ended up moving back here, or excuse me, coming back to Korea to like live and work. So I think it's very liberating, it's very freeing, because hey, you're around other women, we all got the same shit, we got the same parts. Maybe certain things are different sizes or look different, and maybe there's a mole here and there, but other than that, it's like, you know, you're just around other women, and it kind of puts in perspective for you. We live in a world where, especially for women, it's kind of, we internalize that our body is sometimes not ours, because it's reflected to us through many different things in society that, you know, it's almost like our bodies are supposed to be for consumption, and it's not. So that's why I say have that experience, go to a jjimjilbang, and be free, let everything hang loose. So anyway, yeah, that's it. I just wanted to like just cover that topic and just talk about that really quick, because it was something that was on my mind. If you guys go over to the blog, I actually just put up a post about this over on nomadpeeps.com. It's titled Big Girl in a K-Beauty World. And also, I also wanted to say, for anyone else looking for any other bloggers or YouTubers that are here plus size here in Korea, I definitely want to give honorable mention to Traveling Nat. I think a lot of you, anybody watching this, definitely know who she is, because she's kind of been over here in Korea for a minute. She was like one of the first people to even put up a video about being fat and curvy, and she's absolutely gorgeous, really amazing style. The other person that I want to give honorable mention to is Rashida. She's also a YouTuber. She goes by Shida BP. Definitely check out her YouTube, because she does a lot of she's like, I don't consider myself a fashion blogger whatever, but her videos are pretty cool. She does a lot of thrifting. She does like, what's this, 5 summer hacks for body confidence, and she's really stylish as hell too. So if you're looking for someone to like get some ideas and find out even more than the little video that I did about you know, shopping plus size options in Korea, in even different brands, please go check her out. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video because I wanted to keep it short. But again, thank you to all the new subscribers, anybody that left comments showing love for the video. Love you guys, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. As always, be happy, be healthy, be well, and I'm gonna talk to you peeps later. Bye. Actually, I hate doing that. Bye. I'll see you guys later. Peace.